Good morning. We don't have the rights to this song. You get a baked potato and a roll with it, baby. You get a salad and a roll with it, baby.
That's right.
And we still don't have the rights to this song. And we don't have the rights to that song either.
We're going to start a GoFundMe so we'll have the rights to this song.
You get a baked potato and a roll with it, baby. You get a salad and a roll with it, baby.
What's happening?
There was a radio station up in the Baltimore area that used to do twisted tunes, and this was one of them.
Twisted Tunes?
Yes. I think that guy, like the Bob, who was the guy?
Dr. Dementa?
No, Bob walking around in women's underwear. Bob.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Bob something.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he had something to do with it.
All right. You know,
I believe.
If you work in and around a radio station, you're privy to all kinds of bits of comedy, spoof songs, parody songs.
I actually called that radio station because a friend of mine we were having a disagreement. They played Radar Love.
Golden Earring, right?
Also done by White Lion. White Lion redid, which was a hair band of the 80s. They redid it.
Really?
And she kept saying that's White Lion. We were on the phone. This is when you actually had the phone with the cord and whatever. So we were no cell phones. Hi, Lisa, by the way.
Hey.
And so we were on the phone and the radio. She had the radio on and I had the radio on, and she's like, "Ooh, I love this song by White Lion." I'm like, "This is Golden Earring's version." "No, it's not. This is White Lion." I said, "No, that's Golden Earring." And so she's like, "No, it's White Lion." So I said, "I'm calling you back." Hung up the phone. I called the radio station and I said, "Hello, friend of mine and I are having a disagreement. This is Golden Earring, correct? Not White Lion?" He said, "Yes, it's Golden Earring."
Yes, it's Golden Earring.
And so he said, "How are you?" Anyway, and he said, "You know what? I'm going to send you a Twisted Tunes cassette." So he sent me a Twisted Tunes cassette in the mail.
Very cool. Uh-huh. The stuff you win on the radio.
Yep.
Right,
and I also won a pair of tickets and a CD to Aerosmith.
All right.
But now see, this is how we're nice.
Okay.
I lived almost 2 hours away from this radio station, a good hour and a half.
Yeah.
I had to drive there Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and pick up my tickets and my CD. Okay. And it was in Baltimore. Monday through Friday in Baltimore.
It's nuts.
Pull your hair out. It's not fun. Traffic is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But I made it there. But I also had a job, and luckily they let me leave at like 2:00 in the afternoon, and I flew down the road to try to get there before 5:00 because I had no idea where I was going.
Right.
So, good morning, Victoria.
Hello. How are you? What's happening?
A baked potato and a roll with it, baby. All right, so we have a comedian coming in or joining us on the radio tomorrow morning.
Yes, we do.
And his name is Al Goodwin.
Mm-hmm.
And you told me a little bit of something about him.
Well,
Food Network.
Al has, if you go to Gutbusters Comedy Club's Facebook page, that's where these Gutbusters Comedy Club shows are.
They're also on their website at gutbusterscomedyclub.com.
Well, yeah, there you go. I saw it on the Facebook page, so that's what you see. It might be on their website. But I saw it on their Facebook page, Gutbusters Comedy Club. Al's YouTube video for it was a stand-up, part of a stand-up routine. There he is doing his thing. He's talking about the Antique Roadshow.
Antique Roadshow. That's the one. It's not Food Network.
It's really, really funny. And I was thinking, man, I might have to go see this guy myself. So, and he just basically talked about there's two different kinds of, participants in the Antiques Roadshow as far as the people off the street to come in with the items.
Okay.
There's like the lady that's got the vase that you think is going to be worth millions of dollars until the guy at the roadshow says, "Well, it's a nice vase, but you notice on the bottom it said made in Taiwan."
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it kind of goes like that, and then the other type of person is the unassuming millionaire that doesn't know he's a millionaire because he's got this stick he found in the basement. He brings the stick in. And the road trip show, the Antiques Roadshow guys, he's looking at the stick and says, "Well, Rufus, It turns out this is the actual staff that Moses used to part the Red Sea.
Yeah.
So he just struck me funny.
Yeah, where'd you find that? Oh, I paid 50 cents for it at a yard sale.
So I would advise going to see this guy this week if you're looking to do that.
Well,
Really
he has he said he's played almost every club and college in the country.
Oh wow.
He has progressed to larger venues and theaters, also opening for Jim Gaffigan. Kathleen Madigan, I love her. She's a redheaded Irish lady that's wonderful. Dave Chappelle and Stephen Wright.
Wow.
He was a winner on America's Funniest People.
Oh, cool.
He's done PBS commercials.
All right.
He did a comedy show Laughs on Fox. He was also on HBO's Lucky 21 comedy contest. He was also in the 4th season of House of Cards. Yeah, a lot of stuff. But that's kind of cool. Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes.
Yes. I don't think I have a copy of that.
Uh-oh.
But I can get a copy of it because it's right here on my computer.
All right. We're going to talk about something new with Rachel during Shark Soup. Your chance to win some pretty cool stuff there. And then we'll have Today in Music coming up as well. And that will be in about 10 minutes. So stick around for that. And we'll see what else happens. Anything can, right?
You never know. Except the fact that I'm cold, freezing my rear end off. Here we go, right here. Whoop, there it is.
Your station for the Killer Hits, 102.5, The Shark with NXX and New Sensation. It is 8:07, Bill and City in the morning. Killer Hits all day and a warm one this afternoon.
Yeah, it's going to be like 102.5 degrees.
That's what the heat index is going to be. 102.5.
That's hot.
They just got that word from the National Weather Service. So they went ahead and rounded it up to 102.5.
Yes, exactly. So when you walk outside, you can go, wow, it's sharky out here today.
Or it's killer.
It's killer. Killer is more appropriate, probably. Moderate rip currents through this evening, mostly sunny today. 90 is the high on the thermometer, but it's going to feel more like 102 because of the humidity and the heat and everything else. Partly cloudy tonight, 78. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, chance of showers and storms, 90 again. And again, heat index at 102.5.
All right now we've got 78 in Vance Harbor, 76 in Moyac, and 80 in Nags Head at 102.5 the Shark.
So Rachel does Shark Soup. Of course, Rachel comes on after us, and she always tells you all kinds of different little cool information. You're like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. Oh, very cool. But now she's going to give you a quote from a movie.
That's right.
Like yesterday, I will even go ahead and say what yesterday's was because it's already bygones, and you can't enter anymore because you had to be listening yesterday. The quote was, it was part of mine. Actually,
part of yours.
Yeah, my cousin, Jerry Maguire.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The sports guy, the agent.
Yeah, Jerry exactly. Jerry Maguire. Because the quote was, show me the money.
Oh, from the movie.
From the movie. So today she could say, she's not going to do it again, but she might say, show me the money.
Could be.
And then you would text in the answer.
The movie.
What movie was that?
Jerry Maguire.
I mean, we're going to need a bigger boat. That could be a quote.
Jaws.
Right. You're getting the gist of it. How about my son works?
Coming to America.
See, that's exactly how it works. Rachel will give you that quote though, not me, not Bill. We don't know what the quotes are going to be. And then once she gives it to you, text it to us. If you're right, then you're going to win a shark combo from Pigman's Barbecue,
which sponsors Shark Soup every day, right here at 102.5 the Shark.
And so you know what a shark combo is, right?
Well, it's a barbecue sandwich, fries, and a drink.
Exactly, and they created it just for us.
Now you can find out more at our website 1025theshark.com. Just click on contest. And check out Rachel too. She's got a bio on our website as well. And check her out and play along.
12-1 though. Today, right. Shark Soup.
Today on the Shark. Stick around. We've got Today in Music coming up within 10 minutes. We're also live on our Facebook stream. We do this every morning between 8 and 8:30. You're invited to stop on by, stalk a little bit, say hi, make a comment, whatever you want to do. Might change the history of the world. You're doing that today.
I think we should find out about drivers too.
Drivers, what?
Worst or best drivers?
Oh, okay.
I think we might have to find out about those
right.
on our Facebook Live, though.
All right, we'll do that. So stick around, that and a whole lot more coming up.
You actually had that in there that we were supposed to talk about that.
It's not in mine.
Why under 8 o'clock? Go up.
Oh, it's in the 8 o'clock slot.
It says 8 a.m. Facebook Live. Who has the worst best drivers?
Ah,
that's why you couldn't find it. That's why you went to.
It.
That's why you went to. Ah, gotcha.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's my fault.
That's okay though.
Well,
I mean,
Rachel got the plug, so she, it's a new contest she's doing. So there's the spotlight.
Good morning, Foy. Good morning, Gary. Perrin been picking mushrooms that we can't eat. Then why have you been picking mushrooms?
I hope you're just killing them.
I hope you're just like, yeah.
Hey, Perrin, did you work your double yesterday?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did she? Man.
Oh, made it to Mount Airy. That's down.
That's out west.
Yeah, that's down there that way.
What's in Mount Airy?
That's where Gary is. He made it to Mount Airy.
That's Mayberry.
That's
the Mayberry that Andy grew up in.
Oh, she's a
Mount Airy.
She's got one today. She's only got one shift today.
All right. So my son Dylan came in, picked up his 2 pizzas yesterday. I didn't know he was going to do this. He got is it the margarita or the margarita?
Margarita.
Margarita.
Margarita. It's like a margarita. It's got the cheese, the fresh mozzarella, the basil, and the tomatoes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. And the meat lovers. And I said, Perrin was probably there. Because it's before 6 o'clock. And so he. Oh,
did he bring dinner home?
No, he took it to a friend's house. We totally missed out on this whole deal. But he gave the meat lovers pizza with us, the meatballs on the pizza, an 11. He said,
"Oh, 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. He gave it an 11.
One more.
Wow.
One more than 10.
See that? Way to go.
Mm-hmm. So I told him you worked there, and he said, "I just don't know. There were people in there. I was waiting on my pizza. Had I known, I would have made sure and stopped and said hello." So anyway, I just wanted you to know that.
He would have said hello if he knew who you were.
Yep, pretty much.
Yep, that's how it goes. Yep.
And Gary, what are you?
That beach.
What is he doing in Mount
Airy?
Oh. Are you going to go walk around, find Andy Griffith's boyhood home?
Well, hold on. Made it to my area. I guess he meant Mount Airy. He said my area.
Oh.
But I think he meant Mount Airy.
Okay.
Just had to say hey this morning. Made it to my area.
I gotcha.
Hey, made it to my area. Oh. Was in back from 4 p.m. until I left. Oh, she was in the back. Okay. So he probably couldn't have seen you. All right. She just DM'd me a picture, which means I have to go here.
Yeah.
I have to remember where I'm going to get that. And then I'm going to go here. Not so much there, but here. And all right, worst drivers. Plus, we have to talk about the fastest wiener in the West.
Maybe we can do this. We can do the.
We don't have the rights to the song.
We don't have rights to the song yet.
And why am I in planner? I don't want to. Oh, there we go. No, there was a contest in the West out in California.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Now, which mushrooms are those? Those aren't the
They're not the shiitakes.
Is it marrow mushrooms? Is that what they're called? Marrow mushrooms? Something like that. Mm-hmm. Perrin will know. She's got a whole bunch of things. All right. Yeah, marrow mushrooms. They're the ones you can go out in the woods and pick and just eat. Fry them up and eat them.
Erin said she was picking the ones you couldn't eat.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. What she knows what the other ones are called though.
False parasol. Bad.
Okay, I don't know if I know those. Well, we're getting ready to see them in a second here. She actually sent me a picture. She plucked a lot of them.
Will make you sick. I had an old friend of mine up in Binghamton, New York. Got into the mushroom deal, looking for the ones that were good.
Yeah, those are bad.
Yeah, okay. And he ate some. He and his wife ate some that weren't good. They ended up in the hospital.
Ew.
I was like, Dave, what were you doing? So I was trying to find good mushrooms. They're really good.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Would you go back out there? He goes, I'm not so sure. He said, I thought I knew what I was doing, but evidently I didn't.
No, they're the.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wild mushrooms you can eat. They are called morel.
Okay.
Morel mushrooms.
Perrin, have you ever heard of the morel mushrooms?
They're the ones you can eat.
That you can eat. Okay.
Yes. I don't see.
Morel.
Yeah, they're funky looking.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, except I can't find a picture of them. Of course not. Why would I be able to find a picture of them?
So we have Today in Music coming up in 2 minutes. Hang on for that. What now?
We have all kinds of stuff coming up. Like, we're crazy. We don't have enough time today. No, we don't.
I really don't.
I mean, bad drivers. I said something. 10 cities with the worst drivers. We're not on here. Good. It's Memphis.
Had to double check.
Memphis, Baton Rouge, Albuquerque,
Right.
Macon, Georgia, St. Louis, Cleveland, Detroit, Cleveland, Gary, Victorville, California, Hesperia, California, and Rockford, Illinois.
Just out of the blue, Rockford, Illinois. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. 10 cities that have the safest drivers: Green Bay, Cary, North Carolina,
Hey.
Oxnard, California, Bellevue, Washington, McKinney, Texas, Lynn, Massachusetts, Glendale, California, Pearland, Texas, College Station, Texas, and Henderson, Nevada.
Dang, Skippy. That's pretty cool.
But the state with the worst drivers, Tennessee.
Oh my.
Memphis, Knoxville, Clarksville, and Chattanooga. They're like the top.
Tennessee's got the worst.
They're in the 20. They have 4. Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty bad.
All right, Today in Music and Bow Time's coming up. And we'll talk a little bit about next week.
Shark
Week's coming. We'll talk about that. Your station for the killer hits, 102.5 The Shark. Billy Joel and Uptown Girl, good morning to you. It is 8:18 on a Tuesday, which means one thing, we made it to Monday.
And that means it's almost Wednesday.
We'll tell you that. And it means it's going to be hot again.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be hot. Moderate rip currents as well through this evening. Mostly sunny today. 90, hazy, hot, humid heat index value at 102.5. Partly cloudy tonight down to 78. Mostly sunny tomorrow. Chance of showers, storms 90. Heat index value again at 102.
All right. Right now we got 75 in Elizabeth City, 78 in Duck, and 80 in Nags Head at 102.5 The Shark.
Time for Today in Music, brought to you by Tap That OBX. Open until 9 p.m. with your favorite beers, bourbons, tequilas, free pool, foosball, and shuffleboard too. Come hang out and relax with your friends in their new laid-back space in Kitty Hawk at Tap That OBX.
All right, it was 2008. Rolling Stone guitarist Ronnie Wood was seeking help with his battle with alcoholism, going to rehab at that point. The move followed tabloid speculation over the state of his 23-year-old marriage to the former model Joe Wood. 2007, Sting and his wife, Trudy Styler, were ordered to pay their former chef compensation after losing, get this, a sexual discrimination case. Not exactly what you think, though. Her name was Jane Martin. She was 41. She was fired by Styler after she got pregnant. We don't need a pregnant chef. Apparently, that didn't bode well, and, well, she sued him. Hard to believe.
Good for her. 2001, Kiss added another product to their ever-growing merchandising universe, the Kiss casket.
Okay.
Literally, it's a coffin. It featured the faces of the 4 founding members of the band, the Kiss logo, and the words Kiss Forever. Now, Pantera's guitarist, Dimebag Darrell, was actually buried in one after he was shot and killed on stage in December of 2004.
That was a bizarre turn of events.
He was performing. He was the drummer. Guitarist of Pantera.
And he's performing. He's doing his Dimebag Darrell thing.
Yep.
And somebody comes up and kills him.
Right while he's on stage. Yep. And just gone. In 1991, Bobby Brown married Whitney Houston at her New Jersey estate.
Wow.
In 1953, a certain truck driver made his first ever recording when he paid $3.98 at a Memphis recording service to record 2 songs, My Happiness and That's When Your Heartache Begins. And his name is Elvis. Elvis Presley. Thank you very much.
How about music birthdays? Who's cutting cake today?
Jack Irons. He was born in 1962. He's with Pearl Jam, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and he was born in L.A.
Oh, really? Okay, very cool. Let's look and see what's got.
Should I stay or should I go now?
Oh, the guy from the Clash, Keith Levine, born on this date in 1957 in Muswell Hill, London.
Oh, good day, mate. Oh no, that would be Australia. Never mind. Ricky Skaggs, born in Cordell, Kentucky. Of course, you know him as country bluegrass singer. He was born in 1954.
All right, the guy from the Village People that wore all the leather.
Oh, the tough guy.
His name was Glenn Hughes. He was born in 1950 in New York City.
In 1948, the band Ace says, "How long has this been going on?" Yep. Their guitarist and one of their singers, Phil Harris, was born.
Okay, very cool. And 1941, Martha Reeves. Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, born in Eufaula, Alabama, during a heat wave.
Okay. All right. Sounds good to me. It's a heat wave. Yeah. Gotcha.
That's today in music. You know what that means?
It's time now.
It's Bojangles. Qualify for a 2-piece chicken dinner from Bojangles. You got to check in the word, text it to us. The word is
Stones, as in the Rolling Stones. STONES. Text it 252-441-1025.
Stick around. News and weather together within 10 and more killer hits coming up.
I didn't have a word in there, and I didn't realize you. I don't know if you put tape in there, or if I had tape in there from last week. I didn't know.
Well, okay.
But anyway, it came. Okay, well, tape was in there before, but it's not tape. It's stones. And so I went and looked. And I was like, oh, nope, tape is not in there. Stones it is. Sticks and stones will break my bones. All right, hold on. We'll make you sick. Oh, Dare County during tourism tour on season. She was talking about bad drivers.
Oh, okay. You know, I think just about everybody would say, if you asked them where the worst drivers are, they're right here. Okay, what?
Well, my daughter lives in Georgia, and she said that people down there are the worst drivers ever. She's in Atlanta, and she says they're horrible, Mom. She goes, I thought, up in Maryland and West Virginia and some places in Virginia and Pennsylvania were horrible. No, she said Atlanta is the worst. She goes, I've never. She goes, they're just idiots down here. They just don't know how to drive.
They just don't get it.
No, they don't. They absolutely do not
get it.
So there was a little dog, and her name is Beanie Von Weenie.
Beanie Von Weenie?
Yes, she is a dachshund or dachshund, whatever.
Okay.
She's a wiener dog.
What's the okay?
In California, they had a contest, fastest wiener dog in the West. It was at the 26th Wiener Schnitzel Wiener Nationals.
Really?
And a dog named Beanie Von Weenie won.
Beanie Von Weenie.
Beanie Von Weenie. See, I had a wiener dog, and his name was Frank, short for Frankfurter.
Yeah.
And it was either that or Oscar, as in Oscar Mayer. Yeah. But we went with Frank.
Our radio friend, Tom Hoggart, who works for 98 1 of the score, the sports station here on the Outer Banks. His family got kids and everything. Their little dog is named Merle Hoggart.
Because he's
it's not Haggard, it's Hoggart. Like the country singer.
That's kind of funny.
Right.
That is kind of funny. I'll give it credit. And now I'm looking at this fast. Oh, they're holding the wiener dog up. It's a little tiny thing. Sorry. 50-yard trial heats before the final championship crown the dog. Oh, it wasn't Beanie Von Weenie. He won a doghouse and $1,000, and he has the title. He has the title of the fastest weenie in the West. For Seal Beach Animal Care Center.
Fundraiser.
No, fund.
No.
Hey, good morning, Mike.
What's up, Mike? How are you doing, man?
That's funny. And then, how a lot of times we'll do the good news, and we have audio that people we'll play like a clip of somebody saying something. And this morning we played the clip of the flight attendant announcing the 6-year-old who cancer free, and was just her make a wish, which was I guess go to Disney World because she was wearing Minnie Mouse. Well, there was also one where hundreds of golden retrievers met in Scotland last week for their 155th anniversary of the breed's founding. And so Bill's like, "Oh, what's this?" So he plays it, and you hear, "Ruff, ruff, 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 ruff." That's all you hear is a bunch of dogs barking.
Dogs.
And I'm like,
That
"Okay,
was the
then."
sound from the
It was just a big, but there was a lot of golden retrievers. I looked at the pictures.
Wow.
A lot of golden retrievers. Oh, I didn't put it up. You're right. I thought I did. No, I didn't. I uploaded it. I didn't put it up because we had to do today music history. Right there are the mushrooms, or maybe we did the. Yeah, those are the bad.
Looks like they got blown over by a stiff breeze.
Yeah, she just pulled them all.
Yeah.
Threw them in a pile.
Far out.
Yeah, those no.
But don't eat those.
No.
These are not good, right?
No, don't eat those. Not bueno. Not bueno at all. Now, what's the difference between the little round ones and the big flat ones? Because there's a couple ones that look like they're just little.
Yeah.
Laying on the ground, they look like a spoon from here, but
Yeah,
or a lollipop. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
where the other ones are the big flat ones. What's the difference? Just curious. Do we know? Do we know on that? We don't know. We do not know. One of those where you pull your beard down and twist it.
If I had.
Yeah. Well, there was one movie, I forgot what it was called. Like Kill Bill Volume something or something. And there was like a samurai or something that was long.
Too long to spin. Not sure.
I don't know either. No, what's the difference between the flat ones and then like the little balls? Button or short stemmed. Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Gotcha. Yeah, Victoria, you sent a picture of that big giant mushroom that grew in your flower bed. That was overnight. It was just like it was that huge one.
Maybe as big as a basketball.
It was pretty big because she had the those flowers, geraniums. She had geraniums next to them, and they were just almost as big as the geranium. And geraniums usually have flowers like that. There was something else besides the fact that it was so ridiculously, stupidly hot.
Hot.
Yesterday, and it's going to be stupidly hot again today.
Ridiculously hot.
Like insane. I mean, it's going to be up to 102.5 degrees.
That's what it's going to feel like.
Yes.
The heat index.
Didn't you watch the movie Be Gilded? No, I didn't. I did not see that movie.
Don't eat the mushroom.
See, that could be a quote. Good. That could be a quote.
Yeah, it could be.
That Rachel could use. And then, because she's giving you the opportunity to win a shark combo from Pigman's Barbecue, which is a barbecue sandwich, a drink, and fries.
That's good to me.
And I have this certificate somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's, You just bring that in and say, "I want one of these, please," if you win it. And like yesterday, she did, "Show me the money."
Show me the money, Jerry.
And as soon as I heard her do that, I'm like, oh, pick me. I knew that one. There's so many good movie quotes, though, that are just like famous movie quotes. She's not just going to like throw, just some little stupid quote.
She's just going to get harder. And she might do an easy one every now and then. She's going to get a little bit tougher.
But they will be very well-known quotes.
Yeah, you should be able to figure it out.
Like, "You can't handle the truth." What is that from?
That's from You Good Man?
Yes, very good. Now, if she does that one, she has to do it in that voice.
We'll have to let her know that.
We're going to have, yeah, exactly. She can't just go, "You can't handle the truth." She'd have to go, "You can't handle the truth."
Got to mention this. Thanks again to our brand new sponsor of what you're watching right now, which is our Facebook Live, our digital virtual studios, and the studios that we actually sit in, the tangible ones, are Ahoy Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you. They stepped in, really liked what we've been doing here, and you know what? We'd like to invest in you guys. So
thank you.
Yep. So we're now $8 richer From R.A.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
just
I was like,
I
wait
got
a
8.
minute.
What'd you get?
I got nothing.
It's coming.
Oh.
No,
Oh, checks in the mail?
maybe. R.A. Hoy Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank them. If you see somebody who works there, tell them you're a part of this every
They
morning.
have the little red vans.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I see them all the time.
Let them know that you like something that they sponsored. But that's kind of how it works.
Punk, if you listen to the
It's
shark.
entertainment, and we do that, but it's also business.
Uh-huh.
So, appreciate it if you do that, because I know you enjoy this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to roll the credits and call it another day. If you don't have to be outside about
Don't go.
1 o'clock until about 7 o'clock tonight, that'll do it.
And if you have pets,
Yeah.
please leave them inside. Make
yeah.
sure they have shelter, water, something. Don't just leave
So
them
we're
out
going to
there
get
to
through
swelter.
a couple of days of heat, and then there's some thunderstorms coming later in the week. So.
And it wouldn't surprise me if there was a thunderstorm this afternoon, even though at this point they're not really calling for one.
It's true. Yesterday was.
But the humidity and everything else, they just spark up. They just pop up.
Have a great day. And Victoria and Perrin and Michael and
Mike and
Gary. Gary, yes.
And Foy and Lisa.
Gary and Lisa, yes. Thank
you.
you.
Thank you guys for
Appreciate
showing your faces, so to speak.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Wait, we have a new comment. Stay cool, Victoria. You too.
Stay cool.
All right.
All right. Later.